A new frontier in America's battle against obesity. Pharmaceutical giant Eli Lilly launching LillyDirect, a one-stop shop website where users can find a doctor or telehealth provider and get some prescription medicines shipped to their door. A variety of medications will be available, but analysts say one of the fastest sellers will be the company's weight loss crown jewel, Zepbound. It's the latest weight loss drug in a $6 billion industry that Eli Lilly CEO Dave Ricks says should be accessible to people everywhere.
Obviously, there are going to be questions from people about safety, oversight. Can you explain the role of physicians?
Yeah, it's a critical part of how the site works. These drugs need to be used under the supervision of a physician, and we're just offering more choice in that regard.
Some critics have concerns. One is that easier access could mean more abuse by those who just want to lose a few pounds. Another is the motive behind direct access.
They're trying hard to make sure that you can find a path to something that they absolutely want to sell you. That creates at least the appearance of conflict of interest.
This is about patient success. Our sales will be the same either way, whether we sell it to CVS or Walgreens or sell it on our website.
Eli Lilly is the first pharmaceutical company to allow direct sales, but there have been other attempts to make these drugs more widely available. Weight Watchers acquired a telehealth company so customers can more easily get prescriptions. Novo Nordisk also offers a savings program for their drugs Ozempic and Wegovy. And there are ongoing efforts by Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk to make these drugs in oral versions as well as an easier alternative to the current injectables. Lynn Fenlison says she could have used other options after feeling dismissed by her doctor when she tried to question her weight loss medication.
I told my physician I had heard a lot about Mounjaro. My physician just made an offhand joke that he had someone he knew who had taken the drug Mounjaro, and that was sort of the end of the conversation.
I think a lot of people think of obesity as an issue of willpower. It's not. 40% of adult Americans have excess weight or obesity. That's a big number.
Lynn, who has been overweight her entire life, eventually got her medication adjusted. She's lost 65 pounds so far.
At the correct dosage, it shuts off the constant thought of food. I feel like a normal person for the first time.
Yeah, this would be a huge change for a lot of people. And by the way, one more key component of this direct access model is cost. Right now, Zepbound costs just over $1,000 a month without insurance. And Eli Lilly says right now a lot of plans don't cover it. They're working to change that. LillyDirect itself won't make the drug any cheaper, but the company does offer a savings program that can cut that cost in half. Guys.
All right, Maggie, thank you so much. All right, I want to bring in Dr. Roshini Raj, a gastroenterologist, associate professor of medicine at NYU Langone Health. Also, the author of Gut Renovation. Cute title.
Thank you.
Didn't know. Yeah, since you're a gut doctor. And I should mention, you have to have a doctor's visit with this new program, just not in person, and it's sort of supplied or facilitated by the drug maker, the pharmaceutical company. Anything about that raises your eyebrows?
Well, for sure. You know, there are some questions of, is there a conflict of interest here? Now, Eli Lilly is saying they're partnering with an independent telemedicine company. It's called Form. And so the consumer or the patient, however you want to call them, is able to make a televisit with a board-certified obesity specialist. That's a good thing. And potentially, get evaluated, potentially get a prescription for this weight loss medication, which is then shipped by another independent pharmacy to their home. So I have kind of mixed feelings about this. On the one hand, we know many people don't have access to doctors, in particular doctors who are experienced in obesity medicine. So this could really open up the availability of this very important and potentially life-saving medication for many people. We know obesity is a serious chronic disease that has many serious complications. And, I think this could really open it up and give more access. On the other hand, as someone who practices medicine both in person and telemedicine, I always feel like I prefer to use telemedicine for those visits with patients I already know, I have an established relationship with, these simple matters like maybe they want to discuss a side effect from a medication or, that kind of thing. A new patient coming in to get this medication, which is, while it has very good benefits, there are side effects to it. There are potentially serious complications to Zepbound. I would sort of prefer that to be in person, but we're not in a perfect world. And for people who can't get access, I think this will give them opportunity. Of course, we're going to have to watch and make sure the appropriate medicine is given to the right people, and it's not just a free-for-all, spend 2-minute visit with your televisit and then get the medication.
And I think some people would weigh the cost benefit. It's like, wow, would I rather get this drug and not have all the problems that go along with obesity, the heart disease, and all the rest that come with it? Because I know people are saying, well, is this right? Should the drug company be doing this? But I guess you have to just weigh out the cost.
You have to weigh out the cost, and if you are someone who's going to try this program out, and it is a pilot program, you have to go with your gut, pardon the pun, as well. So if you meet that doctor through the video visit and you feel like they're taking their time, they're really asking about your medical history and your weight loss journey, that's a good thing. If they're just rushing through it and sending you the prescription, that's, a potential red flag.
Dr. Raj, not to sound too skeptical here, but how much of this is a money play by the drug company by cutting out the CVS's and the Walgreens and going direct to the consumer?
Well, of course, this is definitely going to make money for Eli Lilly and any other weight loss drug manufacturer who does this kind of program. But it's also opening up access. So if, you're sometimes things that make money are actually good for the public as well, and this might turn out to be the case. I do want to make sure they're also following up appropriately and doing the correct monitoring. Sometimes you need to do blood tests, take vital signs. These are things you can't do via video. So I'd like to see how that plays out as well.
Is there any movement afoot to have people, for example, you could use these drugs to lose, let's say you somehow found yourself 100 pounds heavier than you once were.
Yeah.
Lose the weight and then transition off them once you've kind of, when you find yourself deep in a hole, could these drugs kind of get you out of that hole and then you start with healthier practices?
I mean, that's the hope, of course, for all of us. However, the studies have shown for most people these drugs are something that needs to be taken chronically, as if you had high blood pressure or high cholesterol. If you stop those high blood pressure medications, usually the blood pressure comes back up. But I will say that it's always recommended to use these drugs with a healthy diet and a healthy exercise routine. And hopefully if sort of the motivation by losing those 20, 40, 50 pounds gets sort of jump-starts you, you're able to continue the diet and exercise, you may be able to get off the drug, and hopefully that's the case.
Thank you, Dr. Raj.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.